And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here. This is a very special broadcast. We're calling it It's a Wonderful Life World Video Premiere. Yes, that's right. We've got another world video premiere here for you on the New Thought Media Network. And we're all about creating that vibration of positive music, media, and entertainment. So I want to bring in a couple of guests today. I have with us Kelly Corsino and the amazing Robert Andserson. Hello, dear ones.
Hello.
Hello.
We're so
Glad to
grateful.
be here.
And we're glad that you're able to be here with us. So here's what's happening, folks. These two amazing beings are both longtime stalwarts in the New Thought music genre in positive music. I've been listening to both of your songs and music for since the day I walked into a religious science church way back in 2001, and I'm personally just grateful we're getting to do this. And you've collaborated on all kinds of stuff over time. We're going to premiere this new video today, but the song's been around for a little while, if I'm correct. So first thing I want to know is I'd love to hear from both of you what it's like to collaborate together. What's the specialness in the collaboration with you two?
Kelly.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. So Robert just has an ease about him that I really appreciate. He's very just in the flow and comfortable to work with, and he's just I'm going to use the word egolessness about him is very heartwarming and makes me feel very comfortable as a collaborator, because sometimes it can be a little bit of a power struggle, and I just never experienced that with him. So I was like, oh, I really like writing with this guy. It's just lovely.
Well, we were at a songwriting event which puts different songwriters together, and I don't know if I'd ever met Kelly, but maybe just briefly before. But it's this kind of event is you spend 2 hours writing with a songwriter and come up with a song, and then you switch and you go to another songwriter. So I wouldn't recommend that for most songwriters, but these are people who are all kind of in the same spiritual category. And so it's just like, oh, hi, it's you. All right, let's write a song. So our particular time slot came up. So I'm sitting there and Kelly walks in the room and she immediately says, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Let's write a Christmas song and let's make it the best Christmas song ever. So I'm pretty clear about what was supposed to happen.
It sounds like a collaboration.
And it happened. You know, we came up with the right rhythm and a lot of the right words. She had a lot of the right words. More importantly, she had the right feeling and exactly what she wanted to put into it. And I am a co-songwriter. That is one of the things that I do. So I really know how to take things and run with them and allow space. And right away, we came up with a 3/4 time beat, a waltz beat, which I don't get to write that often. And it really works for the song. Bottom line, just a thrill to work together.
Yeah, it really was. And, you know, the story of the Writers' Retreat. So shout out to Jody Floyd. Jody Floyd is a massive patron of the arts, specifically positive music artists. And she has a beautiful place out in the desert in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's kind of like a compound with lots of places for people to sleep. And so she had this whole crew out and she had it all catered, and it was like a couple of days. And it was basically any musician's dream to be just like roll out of bed, make music with great artists, do concerts for each other in the evening. Amazing. And so Jody, you're a saint. So much great music happened that weekend because of your accommodation. And I just remember sitting by the pool prior to my session with Robert for this song. And, you know, it's like, I don't know, what was it, like 85, 90 degrees in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's like May.
Yeah, that's the thing. In order to make sure that they could get these songs together and maybe produce them and have them available, you have to picture us in Scottsdale, Arizona in May. And so we're writing Christmas songs and it's 100 degrees. We have to go jump in the pool. We've got the cactus decorated with Christmas lights and we're trying to make it happen. And it was you have to imagine looking around the room and seeing the creme de la creme of New Thought positive songwriters. There's Karen Drucker and Karen Taylor Good and Daniel Nahmod and JD and Jan Garrett and Kelly Corsino and Faith Rivera and it's
Janice
just every
Stanfield,
Janice Stanfield,
Megan McDonough.
amazing. So these are all friends.
Harold Payne had to be there somewhere, right?
Harold Payne.
Yeah.
Nope. Harold. In fact, I got to give props to Harold because I wouldn't have been there if Harold had been there. Harold was
he dropped out
originally,
that's right.
and he said, "I can't make it, but I have somebody that I want to come in my place," and that was the reason I got to.
That's how you got there.
I did not know that. That's great.
I have heard stories of this retreat from numerous artists on numerous occasions in numerous interviews. So it's wonderful to hear how it all fit together for the two of you as well. So share with us a little bit as well. So tell us what we're going to, a little bit more about what we're going to hear, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about what we're going to see. And then we're going to premiere this brand new video, folks. It's a Wonderful Life. If you're watching, let us know. Send out a shout out in the chat box or the comments, and hit the share button. Let your friends know what's happening. We're going to premiere this world premiere video for It's a Wonderful Life coming up here in the next 7 or 8 minutes or so, depending on how many more questions I feel like asking. So tell us a little bit more about the song, please.
Well, okay, I can only give you my perspective. I was so excited about this songwriting event coming up that on the plane on the way from Denver down to Phoenix, I wrote a song. I wrote a whole Christmas song because I couldn't wait to get started. So I wrote a song called "What a Wonderful Time," and it's a really good. It's a really good song. And so I think that's already where my head was, because the name of our song is called "It's a Wonderful Life."
That's
And
so
I don't think we really tried to play off that great movie, "It's a Wonderful Life" with Jimmy Stewart. But we kind of realized afterward, oh, well, same thing. That's just a bonus. So anyway, that's my idea of how I kind of moved into the.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Kelly?
You know, it was like I love that we have 2 versions of the song. The song that got created, the version that we got created with Empower, very lush and different than this version, produced by Daniel Nahmod. And then we took it this go around and really just pared it down to a very simple kind of living room feel or back porch feel, just like folks hanging out, very stripped down. And it's fun to hear the different ways that you can approach a song and to give the song a new life in this era, especially in this moment, because I think that people are feeling that lack of intimacy because of the current condition. And so to bring this to this very intimate feel just feels right. It feels really nice.
Oh, good. And our friend Neil from the equal half of Rep Jersey Girl, Neil Pinkman out in New Jersey, says Irving Berlin started writing White Christmas in a swimming pool in LA.
It's true.
It can work. So it sounds like, and I've had it. Your hero, all right. And I've had a chance to watch the video a couple times now, folks. So I do want to tell you, it is beautiful and it is gorgeous, and the arrangement, as you were just stating, is different, but yet it's, let's just say it. You have created probably the perfect Christmas song. I think there's a demonstration of prayer right here. So if you would share with us a little bit, tell us more about the video creation process and what it's taken. You've done this all in the midst of this pandemic, so I'm sure there's some parts of that. And what's it been like in that regard with the video?
I had the great pleasure of working with a brilliant filmmaker by the name of Kiata Brewer, and his company is called Swanworks Films. And he just has this very dreamy quality about the things that he creates. And he's also a musician, so he's very musical in his approach to video making. And music is a very big part of all of his music, all of his productions. But of course, now this is a music video, so that just went to level 10. And so we knew that we had some constraints on us. We couldn't just go shoot and do all kinds of things. And Robert's in another state, so we weren't really going to be able to get video of him. So I said, okay, what if we do this? I've got a whole setup here. I can, film myself, light it, blah, blah, blah. And then I can find some stock footage and kind of do a mock-up. So that was our first approach. And it got us most of the way there. I mean, my version of it was so choppy and lame, but it at least gave Kiata a jumping off point. And then he made magic with it. But then he was such a perfectionist that he was like, your wide shot isn't really, because a wide shot's really hard to get on your own and there's no movement. It's just on a stick sitting there boring. So he's like, I'm going to come over. I'll put on a mask. And if you feel safe. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And he was only here for we did 2 passes of it. And he just did this beautiful, movement with the cameras. And so it took it to that next level, and he just made magic with it. He really did. I'm so grateful.
Cool.
My only regret is that we couldn't get, how do I point to Robert here? Is he down here? that guy. Yeah, that was really my only lament. We really tried, but it was just it wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening. But Robert, what was it like for you then to see? Did you see a rough cut of the video? Did you have to wait to see the final cut of the video? What was it like for you to not be part of the creative process, really?
I think it really worked out fine. I saw the final version, and I'm kind of glad I waited, because I think it's great, and I actually teared up as I was watching it. So. So I got hit with the whole thing all at once. It was wonderful.
All right. Well, we're probably running a little ahead of what I had scheduled for today, but we're at that point. Anything else we should know before we take a look at the video and share this with everybody out there that's watching, and anybody watching at another time?
I guess the only thing you should know is, just like the lyrics say, we're singing together in love.
Singing together in love. I like that. Okay, so now this is going to be on YouTube. I believe it's scheduled to premiere again. Well, you may be able to catch it right now, but you may have to wait a little bit. But we're going to show it here. It's called A Wonderful Life. This is Robert Andserson and Kelly Corsino. Enjoy.
Of green, red, blue, and white, strung through the neighborhood, old sight. Tootsie Roll trains and toy planes in flight, the eyes of a child in wonder. Stop, look, it's a beautiful night. That same star shines so bright. A lifetime of memories as we hold hands tight. 'Cause right here and now, it's a wonderful life. Gray hairs and smiles would keep me more alone. Some of us here, some of us gone. The children of children learn the same songs, singing together in wonder. Stop, look, it's a beautiful night. That same star shines, shines so bright. Lifetime of memories as we hold hands tight. Right here and now, it's a wonderful life. Loved ones and friends gather again, a song sung together in love. Stop, breathe, it's a beautiful sight. That same star shines, shining so bright. A lifetime of memories as we hold hands tight. Right here and now, right here and now, right here and now, it's a wonderful
Ooh. Such a wonderful life. Beautiful, beautiful, both dear ones. Now I have to
Thank you.
make sure I turn off the YouTube, otherwise it likes it. It keeps
Keep
rolling,
rolling.
and I get some guy giving me a food commercial or something. So
Right.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful video.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's I know it is. We say this all the time on the network. We say it in almost all of our interviews. We understand that a great song and one of the really good ones and a good video is like having a child. It's like birthing a child. It's like bringing a child into the world. And we're, our producer Diego is watching this beautiful festive video, guys. Thanks for shining your light. It is a wonderful life.
Thank you.
And Neil agrees. Beautiful. Thank you,
Thank
Neil.
you. Thank
So,
you so much.
now, folks, we want you to know this is that point, right, where you get an opportunity to interact and to be a part of sharing the good. So if you would like to, I have to stop that ticker for a moment so I can copy that. We have a very special offer for you today. You have the ability to get this video, to get the song, and support these amazing artists. You know, in the midst of the pandemic, it's no question that everybody's income has been impacted. And what I'm so proud of is the New Thought artists that have continued to find a way to create not only a living, but also provide us with this great inspiration and this great music. So if you'd like to have this as part of your Christmas soundtracks, part of your Christmas playlist, there's a link going across the bottom of your screen and has been popped into the comments of this video. Please click that. $2.50 is a small amount to pay to support these musicians so they can continue to give the gifts they give and be the lights they are in the world. And I want you to know that we're any donations made today during these broadcasts, and we're going to rebroadcast this a little later this evening. Any donations brought in during these broadcasts, we'll make sure we get to the artists as well. So we prefer you go buy the single. And if you'd like to donate a little more, hey, let us know. We'll make sure you find a way to do that as well. And there are other ways you can stay in touch. Kelly, you have a YouTube channel. And here's the thing about YouTube, folks. It's a great platform. And in order to get anybody any notice whatsoever, you got to have subscribers. So please, please, please take a moment out of your day, jump over to Kelly's YouTube, click that subscribe button, and then right next to it, there's a little bell icon. Click that bell as well, and you will get a notification when Kelly goes live. And that is also equally important on all of this. And I had Mr. Roberts website here and I lost it. So let me go find it. That's devotioonsings.com to connect with Robert Andserson. And I'll make sure I drop a link in that in the video, in the chat box here in just a moment as well. While I'm doing that, and before we go, folks, tell a little more. How can folks, what's the best way to stay in touch? What do you want folks to know as we move into this holiday season together?
Robert.
Oh, Robert, you're on mute, sir.
Oops. Oops. Still muted.
Yeah.
No?
That is incredibly strange because it won't let me unmute you either.
That's so strange. Oh no. Can you do Okay. All right,
Well,
I'm gonna be the voice. So I think that probably if I had to guess, knowing this kind man, I would say, be kind to each other and stay in the presence, stay in the light, and try to find opportunities to actually do some good outside of whatever you consider your norm. You may be a very giving person, and that's wonderful. Maybe there are other opportunities that you're not realizing right now, or maybe you've never taken that opportunity, and this would be a great time for you to do it. There's so many people. Maybe it's just giving them an ear to listen. And a lot of people are really hurting this time of the year. And especially because we've had some untimely deaths due to the pandemic, I think that there are people who are really hurting. So let's be there for each other. Let's be kind. And if you want to stay in touch with us, I'm on social media like a mad woman. And so I'm very easy to find. Kelly Corsino, pretty much all over Facebook for sure. That's kind of my main habit. And Robert, he has his website, which I know you are going to be putting up, and you can stay in touch with him there. And we hope that you'll just hold space, that he and I get to create some more great things in the coming year.
Yeah. All right. So what do we say? One more time? I think people probably want to hear the song one more time.
Okay.
Let's do it one more time, folks.
Okay.
Lights of green, red, blue, and white, strung through the neighborhood, what a sight. Tootsie Roll trains and toy planes in flight, the eyes of a child in wonder. Stop, look, it's a beautiful night. That same star shines so bright. A lifetime of memories as we hold hands tight. 'Cause right here and now, it's a wonderful life. Gray hairs and smiles will keep rolling on. Some of us here, some of us gone. The children of children learn the same songs, singing together in wonder. Stop, look, it's a beautiful night. That same star shines so bright. A lifetime of memories as we hold hands tight. Right here and now, it's a wonderful life. Loved ones and friends gather again. The songs beautiful sight. That same star shines, shining so bright. A lifetime of memories as we hold hands tight. Right here and now. Right here and now. Right here and now. It's a wonderful
Thanks for being with us, everyone. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, we appreciate you being here. Happy holidays.